All right, welcome, and thank you for everybody for watching this replay. First, real quick, I want to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Lester. I am District Sales Manager for District 7472, 7477, and 7491. And real quick, before we get started, I just want to kind of point out our online community. We have, I have my Facebook, we also have our team group, as well as our team blog, so please go subscribe and join those to stay in the know with all of our district news. I will also post this recording on Facebook as well as on our blog with the resources that we mention here during this call. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to our April Business Boosting webinar. Today we're going to talk about growing your customer list and your earnings. So real quick, I want to start off by going over some earnings structure changes because these changes are going to put more money in your pocket and make the tools that we talk about tonight even more important. So starting in campaign 9, we have a new earning structure, as well as starting today we have new shipping charges as well. You'll find more information in the handout section. All right, so minimum sales. Before we had to have $50 orders to get any kind of a discount or earnings. Now those earnings begin with the first dollar. Watches are now considered jewelry. And your Avon.com and your e-stores earn the same as your regular orders do. So as you can see, this is going to put more money in your pockets. And for President's Club, everything stays the same. It's still minimum, become a member with the $10,000 in sales. Your e-stores are going to start earning more because you'll earn more. They'll earn the same as your regular orders, and so same changes there. And then this is just kind of a brief overview. I'm not going to really go in depth on this, but this is the new commission rates that start in campaign 9. You can see there's less tiers, so they're a little easier to remember. So as you're placing your orders, make sure you're watching these different hot points. If you're close to that next earnings level, look at what you can order to get yourself there, but also look at the difference in what your commission is going to be, okay? So I get asked a lot, how do I find new customers and recruits? And right now, Avon is really motivated to help you grow your business. In campaign 9, we've got the end of the Atlantis trip. So if you're tracking for that, you've still got one more campaign to get your points in and earn your free trip. We've got the Ticket to Boss Life Scratchers, which continue here for the next few campaigns, as well as a new incentive starting in campaign 10 around some Rep Fest and exclusive offers for that. So I do want to talk about this. This is the Ticket to Boss Life, and as I said, it runs quite more than just a few campaigns. It runs through June 19th. And so you receive a scratch-off ticket for any one of 1,000 prizes, and every scratcher is a winner. And you receive that Ticket to Boss Life, is what we're calling it, when you help somebody start their Avon business and they place their first or second order of $150 or more. Okay. All right, let's talk about growing your list. And first, I want to talk about your warm list. And a warm list is a great place to start when you're a new representative. A lot of people find it easier to talk to somebody they know first. And as established representatives, it's important to revisit your warm list because we know it can take many conversations before somebody is interested in our product or opportunity. A lot of people, including myself, don't bite so quickly when we were approached about Avon. But let me tell you, I am so glad I did. All right, so these are the people who you see and talk to on a regular basis, people like your friends, your family. Think about any groups that you're involved in, such as church members, Little League parents, soccer starting up here soon. And often when we talk about this, we also talk about social media, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later because we're going to talk a little more in depth about your social media center. Now, when you're thinking of names and they begin to filter into your head, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, I don't want to talk to Mary because of, whatever the reason may be. But what you're doing is prejudging and making the decision for that person that they wouldn't be interested in Avon. Now, there are ways to talk to someone without coming off pushy or making it all about the sales. So I want you to think about a time where you found an amazing deal. It could have been on a pair of shoes or a new dress, something that it was just incredible. You had to share it with somebody. And I know we all have that group of friends that, we immediately call up to share the good deal with her. Oh my gosh, look what I just found. So think of it this way. You are simply sharing your passion and your love for your Avon business and letting them decide if they're interested. And of course, you can always ask for referrals. So let's talk a little bit more about your current customers, okay? Let's say you want to earn one of these tickets to Boss Life. You want to get a scratch-off ticket. So let's say you have Sally, and Sally orders almost every campaign, which is around $50. When, Sally places her next order, you take down everything that she wants, and you ask her this question. Would you like to save money on this order and make money on future orders, or would you like to remain a customer? Now, of course, as women, we are always looking for any kind of a deal, save a little bit more money. I mean, kids are expensive. So when she asks what you're talking about, let her know that she could earn 40% off this order when she becomes an Avon representative. Now remember, all new representatives get 40% off their first order and continue to get 40% when they reach their campaign goals. And when Sally starts her Avon business and places that first or second order of $150 or more, so she'll be getting her 40%. You'll earn a ticket to Boss Life Scratcher. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay, so really sit down and think about your warm list. Now, if you need a little bit of help, in the handout section, there's a memory jogger, so be sure to download that as well. Okay, that'll help there's a lot of different ideas on there to help you grow your warm list. All right. Now, second is be your own billboard. When I started it as an Avon representative, I was a talking, walking Avon billboard for my business. Okay, make sure you're using the products, and it's not just about wearing the products, but using them around your home. Okay, I know you all know how much I love our Avon Living line, and you can see everything that I've ordered in the upper right-hand corner there. And not only do I use the products, but my kids do too. So in the lower left-hand corner, you see them with their travel bags from last summer. They've already got them packed up and ready to go. They want to know where we're going this year. So every time you leave the house, make sure you're that walking billboard. Wear the fashion, the jewelry, the makeup. Carry the latest fragrance or skincare item with you, especially when you're delivering your orders. Make sure you're talking to any of your current customers about them. Now, I know there are a lot of products in the brochure, so find something that you're passionate about and share it. So let's think about this. If you look at me, let's see, at least 3 out of the 4 rings that I always wear are Avon, okay? The 4th is my kid's birthstones ring, but 3 out of the 4 are Avon. Now, if you wear a lot of Avon jewelry, you're going to get a lot of compliments on that, and you're going to end up selling a lot of jewelry. So whatever you're passionate about, wear it yourself and share it, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. We joined Avon as a representative to make money, and sometimes you might not have extra money right away to put into demos. So look at what you received in your kit if you're new, but also look at the products you buy every day and compare prices with Avon. I can tell you we have incredibly reasonable prices and great quality of products. Okay, purchase your everyday products from yourself so you get a discount, and then you can share your love of it and have a personal testimony. Okay, therefore growing your business and your earnings as well. Right? All right, next I want to talk a little bit more about being your own billboard. And when you're out and about and somebody gives you that compliment or asks you about your fashion or whatever, you have some responses that you can use. Okay, so let's take a look at this picture right here. This is me. I was headed to I think it was our February sales meeting. I think that one was in Pueblo, right before I went to Pueblo. All right, so of course, I use Avon skincare and makeup. I wore Avon jewelry, as well as fragrance, and then I, of course, had on the dress from the front of Campaign 8. So as you can see, I actually had on Avon shoes as well. I think the only thing that in this picture that is not Avon is the little black jacket, and it actually might be Avon from a very long time ago. So I'm not sure. I have so much Avon. All right. So now, when I stopped in Colorado Springs, I needed to get gas. And of course, I always go in to pay for my gas because the person behind the counter, you never know how long they've been there without talking to somebody, and it's a great way to start conversations. So when I stopped into the gas station, the woman behind the counter complimented me on my dress. And when someone gives you a compliment, you don't want to just, start shoving your card in her face or sticking a brochure in her purse. Use this as an opportunity to connect with her. So when she said, "I love your outfit," I said, "Thank you. I love how it fits. It's part of Avon's spring collection." Now, I always throw Avon into my first response because I've had the conversation drop at that point, waiting to give them the opportunity to ask for further details. Now, if they're not familiar with Avon, this is where they'll start to ask questions, okay? But if they have heard of Avon, I find that by saying it right away, it catches their attention because a lot of people are surprised and not familiar with our extensive product lines. Okay, so as in this case, she didn't realize that Avon now sold fashion, and she was looking for a dress to wear to her cousin's wedding. So we got to talking about her family, okay? So this is where you ask the questions. Listen to what they have to say and keep the conversation short, okay? If you're not sure what to ask them if they're married or have kids, where they work. Well, obviously I knew she worked at a gas station since I approached her at her place of business. But once you feel comfortable, offer a business card or a brochure, and then ask if they wouldn't mind exchanging information. So in this case, when I was at the gas station talking to Crystal, we started a conversation about her cousin and the wedding. Where was the wedding? When is it? Spring, summer? And it's actually at the end of next month. And she's very excited about it, but the more we talked, and we did end up exchanging information, the more we talked, she actually became a representative because she realized that she could help her cousin save some money with Avon's extensive jewelry line and makeup line for the wedding. So it was a complete win-win situation. So you never know where you're going to come across somebody like that. Okay. Make sure you're attaching samples to your business card and brochure. It's a great conversation starter for your follow-up call. Make sure you also include a flyer on how they can receive a discount on their own order when they become a representative. And remember, earnings start at that first $1 now. All right, so I think that pretty much covers being your own walking, talking Avon billboard. All right, so social media center and your email list. So it is available. You can access your social media center from two different places. One, your web office. That's the picture on the left. You can see it's the pink box in the middle top. But also there is a mobile app that's available in both Google Play and your Apple Store as well. Now, I love this app. So this is kind of a really handy feature that they've added. All right. As you know, your eStore has those professional images and content that's ready to share to your Facebook, your Pinterest, your Twitter, your Google Plus. But you can also text that to somebody. So right here, the little green message bubble. So let's say I was talking to Crystal in that gas station, and for some, I didn't have a business card or I didn't have a brochure or anything with me. I could have pulled out my mobile phone and said, great, let me text you this from my phone. You plug in her number, then you have it right then and there, already stored in your phone, and you can see what you've sent her. This is also great, so if you have customers who like certain products and there's something that comes up in the social media center, you can send that directly to them as well. Okay. Oh, and then your, email list. Make sure that you're plugging your customers' emails into the email service center. The email service center is where you can email your customers. You can have them sign up for auto emails. And again, it's just professional content ready to go at your fingertips. You don't have to put a whole lot of, a whole lot of thought into it. It's right there, already professionally done for you. All right. E-store personalization and increasing your earnings. So I have always been a huge fan of e-stores ever since I've come on board as a representative many years ago. And it is a great tool to use. It helps you stay in the know. Make sure you're adding yourself to that email service center so you know what offers your customers are getting. Use it to expand your customer list. It helps you be more productive. You've got everybody's emails right there. You can send them, whatever deal or sale there is online. You can access it anytime. It cuts down on your costs when your customers are using your e-store. You don't have to buy bags or samples or brochures. They are automatically sent a sample in their order. Plus, they can opt in to receive a current brochure with the order that they get. So, and that's really important because it's a current brochure, so it's not like they're going to get a brochure from a couple of campaigns ago. And then make sure you're putting your social media center to work. Your social media center will connect to your social, so the web office social media center can connect to your Facebook or your Twitter. And then when somebody clicks on your link from your Facebook or Twitter, it'll take them back to your e-store, so they're shopping directly with you. It's this nice little loop that it creates. And for those of you that are not familiar with how to find your e-store, okay, so you go into your web office, and in the lower right-hand corner, it's going to give you your e-store URL. Now, your e-store URL is very important because the last piece of it, the piece after the slash, is going to be your reference code. So if you have somebody that wants to join you in your Avon business and sign up as a representative, they're going to go to startavon.com and use your reference code. Okay, they can also join from your e-store as well. Okay, so as you can see in this case, my code would be S Lester. So it's whatever is after the slash. Now to personalize your e-store, you're going to click on this first box right here that says Edit My e-store. And step 1, you want to add your name and your photo. Okay, anything with a pink little pencil is something you can edit. You can change around the offers. You can change, your picture, anything like that. And make sure you're adding your information into your e-store. When you go to the representative search, and if you haven't done it, go look and see how many representatives have actually taken the time to personalize their e-store. By personalizing your e-store, 1, it's going to attract more people to you, but 2, they know that you're active and it's an actual person that they're shopping with, not just a link that they're clicking on or a site that they're visiting. They know that they're shopping with an actual person, that there's going to be somebody on the other end if they have questions. Okay. All right, number 2, customize your home page. Like I said, anything with these little pink bubble pencils, you can switch around, you can edit, you can change it up, you can change the background, a theme to it. There's so much you can do to it. So really embrace it and make it your own. Now this is a really, really cool part that I think is very interesting. So you can actually connect your social media to your e-store. So you can add your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, your Pinterest, Google+, or Instagram. So this is kind of completing that whole loop, okay? So let's, you post from your web office to Facebook. Facebook directs them back to your e-store. But let's say that they happen to come across your e-store from, I don't know, your business card or something like that. But they also want to follow you on Facebook. They can now when you link your social media to it. So it's this big, beautiful circle where they can follow your social media, they can access your e-store. It's absolutely wonderful. So I want to talk about why your e-store is so important, how it can increase your earnings, okay? Even with just 2 customer orders, right? So let's do the math. Without e-store customers, let's say you have $125 in sales. That puts you at the 20% earnings level, which is $25, all right? Now let's say you have 2 e-store customers. Each order is $35, okay? That brings your total sales to $195, which puts you at 30%, right? Now to keep the math easy, I just did the sales were full earnings items, not fixed earning items, okay? So $195 in sales at 30% is $58.50. You just doubled your earnings, and all you had to do was share your e-store. You get 2 customer orders. And this is the potential of your e-store. You know, even though this is a smaller scale with just a $125 order and 2 e-store customers, imagine if you had 3 e-store customers or 4 or 5. You know, the possibilities are endless. And now that those e-store orders are earning the same percentage as your regular orders, it's going to put so much more money into your pocket. So make sure you're tapping into your e-stores, okay? Now, another way that you can increase your earnings is, you know, cross-selling or highlighting featured products to adding featured products, you know, for your customers. And this is the April Brightening Bundle that we have here. This bundle is a $37.50 value, and you or your customers can get it for $10 with any $40 purchase, okay? Now, imagine just selling 2 of these, okay? Let's do that math and add just a little bit more to this, okay? So, as you can see, we still have the $125 order, the $2 $35 e-store orders, plus let's say you sell 4 of these brightening bundles, okay? That takes your earnings. So you took $195 sales and you bumped it up to $235, okay? At 30%, you just earned another $12. You're up to $70 now in earnings. Okay? My favorite phrase when I was a representative was, "Oh, by the way, did you know you could get our April Brightening Bundle for just $10? The vitamin C serum alone costs more than $10, okay? And when you use that with the brightening sheet mask, it just enhances the results that they're going to get, okay? So make sure you're pointing this out. This is available in campaign 9 and 10. You can order it from your e-store. It is limited to one per purchase on your e-store. When you place your avon.com orders, you can order 1 for every $40 through that. So also there is a flyer to attach to your brochures in our resources section or handout section, okay? All right, so let's talk about your April action plan. I want you to create your warm list, personalize your e-store, connect your social media and post from your social media center, and I want you to promote the April Brightening Bundle. Now, I want you to email me when you have completed your April action plan for a special prize and your next step. So to complete your April action plan, I need a picture of your warm list. I want to see your e-store address. I want your e-store address so I can see the personalization. There's so many different options, and I would love to see what you've done. I want you to tag me in a social media posting, and I want you to tell me how you're promoting the April bundle and what your goal is on the number that you're shooting for to sell. So email me those 4 things. I will have a special prize for you as well as some next steps. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you soon.